This is Dr. Balkishore showing liver. Now you will see whole of the liver and the reflection of the peritoneum.
This is liver, largest organ of body, second largest organ of body after skin, and this is anatomical position of liver. This is inferior vena cava, should be vertically placed to keep liver in proper anatomical position. You can see this is inferior vena cava, upper part and lower part of inferior vena cava here. This inferior vena cava is having some openings of hepatic vein. One opening, two opening, three opening. This is right hepatic vein, opening of right hepatic vein. Now, from front you can see this is falciform ligament. Lowermost part of this ligament is thickened to form ligamentum teres, or also known as round ligament of liver. This is part of visceral peritoneum. This falciform ligament will diverge like this on left and right. This is divergence in left, and it will form triangular ligament of left triangular ligament. In right also it will form a triangular ligament and is known as right triangular ligament. Now this reflection, anti-reflection of falciform ligament is known as superior or anterior coronary ligament. And you can see posteriorly, this is posterior part of this visceral peritoneum, and it reflects from posterior part of liver on diaphragm. This is also known as inferior or posterior coronary ligament. The area between this anterior and posterior or superior or inferior coronary ligament is known as bare area of liver. This is bare area of liver, and it is not covered by visceral peritoneum. This is right lobe, left lobe, caudate lobe and quadrate lobe. Anatomically, caudate lobe and quadrate lobe are part of right lobe, but functionally these both lobes are part of left lobe of liver. Now this is visceral surface of liver, and this is diaphragmatic surface of liver. This is inferior border. Now these structures on visceral surface will make H-like shaped structure on visceral surface. There are two vertical lines and one horizontal line. The left vertical line.
There is horizontal line.
This left vertical line will be formed anteriorly by ligamentum teres. This is ligamentum teres, and posterior half will be formed by ligamentum venosum. This is ligamentum venosum. This is ligamentum venosum. This is ligamentum teres or round ligament. Right vertical line will be formed anteriorly by this, will be formed and posteriorly by inferior vena cava and posteriorly by
ये क्या चीज़ है? ये bile duct.
This is common bile duct. Horizontal line will be formed by porta hepatis. This is common bile duct, will be formed by convergence of cystic duct and common hepatic duct. This is common hepatic duct. And here you can see this is right and this is left hepatic duct. These both duct will form common hepatic duct, and this is cystic duct and will form common bile duct. This is hepatic artery. This is part of common hepatic artery. This is gastroduodenal artery. This is proper hepatic artery, which is dividing into right and left hepatic arteries. And posteriormost of this porta hepatis is portal vein. This is portal vein, 2 cm in diameter, and extra hepatic course of portal vein is 8 cm long. This is inferior vena cava, and space between this inferior vena cava and this porta hepatis is known as epiploic foramen, which is formed posteriorly by inferior vena cava and anteriorly by these three structures, posteriorly by portal vein, right anterior by common bile duct and left anterior by hepatic artery. And the upper boundary of epiploic foramen will be formed by quadrate lobe. This is the tail of this quadrate lobe will be formed by quadrate lobe, and inferiorly it will be formed by superior or first part of duodenum. Now, this is visceral surface. This is impression for stomach, known as gastric impression, and this impression is known as
Transverse colon.
for transverse colon and known as colic impression. This impression is for right suprarenal gland, and it is impression of right kidney, known as renal impression of liver.